Hi class, how you guys doing? Listen, I want to do this quick blending modes demo. So blending modes, as we know, blending modes are definitely one of the most powerful and really intense tools in all of Photoshop. And I want to show you how blending modes work because it seems like a couple of students are having some questions. So I just want to make this specifically clear. As you can see, I've got this image of the banana up. Now, in order for blending modes to work, we have to understand that blending modes allow layers to peek through the layers below them to allow the pixels to interact. Okay, so if we take just one image, okay, and we try to add a blending mode, watch what happens. Okay, so I'm going to select that image, note it's unlocked so I can interact with blending modes. Blending modes are right here. Okay, see that word normal, that drop down, those are all the blending modes. So watch what happens. If I come down here, I should be able to hover over these. If I select any one of these, looks nothing happens. Technically, what should happen is you hover over these and it should show you in the image, give you a preview of what's happening. But we go down here, what's going on? Nothing's working. What's going on with blending modes? All right, well, you're not allowing the image to chance to allow the pixels to interact with the underlying pixels on the layer below. Therefore, blending modes have to have another layer for which to interact. Let me show you what I mean. I can simply take this layer right here and duplicate it, okay? I'm going to duplicate it. I've got two layers now, right? Now, using the second layer and the second layer selected, I'm going to come down. Now, if I hover, remember I said, now look at that. Wow, they work. So as I said, you hover over them and it shows you what happens. So we get these really, really cool effects, especially when we start getting the difference, exclusions, divides, hues, saturations. Hard mix is cool. I mean, all of these are really cool stuff, right? So the idea here is that you have to give your layers a chance to peek through at the underlying layer. So another technique is this: is you can do something like this. You could duplicate this again, okay, and this one you can add a blending mode. Okay, and then the other underlying, a different blending mode. So you see how we got these really intense, look at that, just really cool stuff, right? So that's an option is duplicating the layers and adding different blending modes. Another option is to do something like this. You can actually take this blending mode here, okay, and take that image right there and nudge it over a little bit. Hang on, what? Okay, there we go. Okay, you see, now we're getting this kind of really cool offset effect. So those are options. Another option is to, let me just show you something else. So as you can create another layer, and in that other layer, you can add a gradient and use blending modes with that. You can add a texture, you can add another image, you can add typography, you can add anything you want and use it to blend with the layer below it, okay? So again, in summary, the intent of this tutorial is to show you that blending modes need to interact with the layers below. You can stack blending modes, you can combine blending modes, you can use images, pictures, illustrations, drawings, hand drawings, contour illustrations, gradients, textures, anything you want, you can use and blend it with an image. Okay, so that will conclude this particular portion of blending modes, but that's not to say that's all you can do with blending modes. The sky's the limit. Experiment to your heart's content and really let blending modes work for you in pushing your creativity to new levels. Okay, if anybody has any questions, please let me know. I'll be glad to clarify anything that isn't specifically clear in this video. Okay, thanks guys.